Peace, y'all. It's your girl, the real Tony Hickman. And yes, I am on my second day of October. Fasting, cleansing from Facebook, Instagram, all of that stuff. But I need to clarify some things too, because some of y'all might be watching my channel that have never watched my channel, so I need to say it. Like, I started going raw vegan January 2nd. And I remember because my best friend made me some black eyed peas, some vegan black eyed peas. And I was like, okay, after this, I'm just going to go raw, right? So for 6 months straight, I really was committed to raw eating. Fruits, vegetables, I'm talking about my skin was amazing, all of that. But on the flip side, I was dealing with some things in my life that could press those emotional buttons, you know? And I handled it for the most part, but it's amazing how much we want to grab cooked food or familiar foods when we are stressing. And you know, I think that is something that is programmed in us, because when we celebrate, right? When we celebrate anything, we have the big dinners, like even Thanksgiving, Christmas, birthdays, whatever. You have your big dinners, you have your, you know, your cakes, your salty macaroni and cheese and all of that good stuff, right? So that's the thing, that's the feeling that we go to when we have emotional stress on us. But I did really good, and I was really dealing with some issues with my household changing, and you know, my mom coming to stay with me, which is beautiful. I'm not knocking that at all. It's just a change, you know, and I had to adjust. And so this was before she actually came to me, but I was back and forth to the hospital, a lot of stuff going on. And in this process, I was still maintaining my raw. But when it got closer to like her, she went through some more changes, and it was just, my emotions just were up and down. And so I wanted to start having salty food. So I started buying, like, you know, roasted almonds and all of that. That's where it started. And then like the sunflower seeds, I would get them roasted and put them on my salad instead of eat them raw on my salad. And then from there, it went to like, oh, I could just do a vegan taco. And I started doing the vegan tacos, you know, because that's like mostly raw. We psych ourselves up. So, you know, so I'm just saying, okay, like, yeah, I could do a vegan taco, and you know, that's just avocado, guacamole. The only thing I'm eating is the dough, you know, the tortilla or whatever. But then that, you know, that gave the brain an excuse to keep making mistakes. And so eventually I still have been like 90%, and some days it was 100. More days it was 100 than it was like 90 or 80%. But my thing is, because people will be like, why don't you just go ahead and eat like you want to eat? But I made a commitment to myself, not to anybody else, but to myself, to stick to raw. And so I am learning the challenges that come with maintaining discipline through emotional stress. So yeah, I did that. But September, I ate like 3 cooked meals back to back. But see, September was the day I had to move. I mean, September was the month I had to move my mom out of her place. And so yeah, all of that, I was just like, I don't feel like fixing nothing. And you know, salty was in my head, which is crazy. We crave salts and sweets when we are detoxing. That's bananas to me. But yeah, long story short, I did all of that. And then, you know, my soul bothers me when I don't do right by myself. Like, I feel like I have to be structured, you know what I mean? So anyway, October, I have gotten back to my 100%, but not only that, just like taking in the liquids, doing better, not just in my diet, but in taking care of Tony, taking care of my heart, like, you know, just making sure that I am loving on me completely, and just, you know, cherishing myself in the process of being the nurturer for everybody right now. So this is day 2, but I was raised by a woman who was a 7-day Adventist, and she made me be a vegetarian on and off my whole life. And well, I was, until she stopped being a vegetarian, and we were in New Orleans, so a lot of things changed. We ate the good red beans and the rice and all of that, like, but my mom has always instilled health in me. And you know, my stroke and brain aneurysms were not from high blood pressure. I never had high blood pressure, and I don't now. And yeah, that's my situation. So yeah, fast forward to now. I had a great cantaloupe yesterday. It was gigantic. And I had like some blood oranges. Oh, I love those things. They're like fruit punch and citrus. Fruit punch and citrus and tart. I don't know how to explain it, but I love those things. I'm going to the store and get me some more. But yeah, that's what it is. So, you know, this is day 2. The face, like I said, y'all gonna start seeing my face slim. It's what it is. I still have a project out. I am fasting from Facebook and Instagram, but you can still go and follow me at The Real Tony Hickman. And you can go to my website and purchase or support some of my things. I have my old projects up there. Yeah, all independent. Everything that I've done that is on my website has been independent. It's not from when I was on the label. So yeah, support me as an independent artist, man. I love y'all. Day 2. Peace.